Hey everyone, it's me, the Otaku Fango, here to continue my Fate Grand Order Lostbelt Let's Plays. We are starting off with Lostbelt number 2. I have no freaking idea how to pronounce it, so I'm not even gonna try. It's Lostbelt to some, look, I don't even know how to say it. I'm sorry, but I just don't, so, alright. Last time, we finished Lostbelt 1, and we have KADOC now in our captive place in the Shadow Border. And then we got a transmission from that transmission right there. So, let's see what all that's about. Let's start. But before we do, I would like to say if you'd like to support me, support the channel, there's a Patreon, link in the description. Also, guys, a lot of you watch my videos who are not subscribed, as the numbers show here. So, if you would like to, sub, it's free, costs you nothing, and yeah, anyway, let us go. I repeat, I'm a mage from, I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, so I'm just going to use it in my voice and just be like, yep. I repeat, I'm a mage from proper human history. Please come find me at the following coordinates. This is Baldanders, the Wandering Sea. Wandering Sea? Yeah, we've seen them say this before in the previous part. It's one of the great, yeah, Oh, right, the whole skip thing. I'm gonna have to change my settings for that because with the whole updates and everything, now it's kind of different. Okay, I'm gonna have to go and change those after this because I completely forgot about it. Anyway. Does this mean it still exists? Apparently so. That's what I assume. Is that it does so exist. Atmospheric analysis complete. Nitrogen, oxygen, argon, and carbon dioxide levels all green. Well, that's good. We're not gonna fucking die. Also, I wonder if you can actually do this. Okay, you can. They said you could, like, hide the, thing. So, that's cool. Anyway. What did he say? The mana in the atmosphere is almost identical to levels in the 21st century. I'm not picking up any harmful trace substances either. So we still have breathable air, even in this creepy, bleached world. Well, that means we can park the Shadow Border and go have a look for ourselves. Yay, I guess. There's nothing to see out there, I don't think, but... What do you think, Sarah? Doesn't that sound intriguing, stepping out into a world of sheer nothing in every direction? I guess so. Ha ha ha, of course it does. First we'll go out and get some fresh air, then we'll look for food. You still haven't told me what the Wandering Sea actually is. I'm just saying, Gordoff. Cryptic silence, okay. Empty smile, You don't know either, do you? Fuck you. Of course I do, you dolt! Gordo Muzzik is not a man to pretend to know something he doesn't. Sure about that? The Mages Association isn't a monolith, I'll have you know. Just because I used to work at the clock tower doesn't mean I've ever been to the supposedly living Wandering Sea in the North Sea. Okay, that's interesting, huh? Oh, so you've only heard rumors. Well, I thought you were from some big important family, old man. Don't call me that double chin. If I must spell it out for you, here it is. The Wandering Sea of Baldanders is the first enigma ever discovered in the world of magecraft, and it will be the last to be puzzled out. Blah, blah. It's an island so mysterious and full of mystics that even such a gifted mage of an incredibly prestigious bloodline as myself may not even set foot on it. I'm gonna put my foot on it. It's true. That all fits with what's in Chaldea's database. It says that though the Mage Association has been around since the start of the AD era, it is also split into 3 branches shortly after its inception. The mages who settled in London evolved with the times and focused on developing magecraft over the course of history. That faction went on to become the Clock Tower, the largest and most powerful magecraft organization in the world. Its members include the Amasir family, the founders of Chaldea, and Mr. Gordoff here. Quite so. Here in the 21st century, the Mages Association and the Clock Tower are all but synonymous. The next major faction is the Atlas Institute in Egypt. They're dedicated to perfecting alchemy. We actually infiltrated their headquarters once, during the Sixth Singularity. Yeah, we did. I think if I remember that right. It was a huge research complex, almost like a giant crypt, built deep underground, and as easy as it was to get in, it was hard to get out. The Atlas Institute's ironclad rule is that the technology created there must never leave. But Chaldea's first director was granted an exception, thanks to the Atlas contract. The technology he was able to take from the Atlas Institute enabled him to complete Chaldea's. It was also the Atlas Institute that presented him with the Void Reality Observation Device, Paper Moon, one of the finest mystic codes ever made. Alright. Indeed, they seldom poke their noses out of their little hole in the ground, but I am told they do converse with lords, albeit as little as possible. They may be a heartless bunch who only care about weapons and technology, but they can be rather useful if you play your cards right. And finally, the last faction is the Wandering Sea, the Baldanders, said to be somewhere in the North Sea. However, the most I could find about them was a brief overview, even in Chaldea's extensive files. It said that their cardinal rule is only to recognize magecraft from the Age of Gods and refuse to accept any advancements or alterations urged by civilization. They're kinda dumb, but alright. In essence, their ideology is the exact opposite of the Clock Towers. That they sound kinda dumb when you think about it, but okay. Indeed, refusing to accept progress in magecraft means refusing to accept consumer civilization. The Wandering Sea's philosophy of magecraft is fundamentally incompatible with modern human society. That is why they keep their gates firmly shut, and why they seldom add to their number. In other words, they're a bunch of old fuddy-duddies obsessed with magecraft so ancient it has to be measured with carbon dating. Blah. That said, they do open their gates just once every year to try and recruit promising new talent. But even among mages of the Clock Tower, the number who actually make it to the Wandering Sea can be counted on one hand. Do you see my point? I'm saying the Wandering Sea is just every bit as secretive as the Atlas Institute, just in a different way. No one from outside has ever been able to get the full story. The reason being, as the name suggests, the Wandering Sea is always on the move. So if the planet, is there still, water on the planet right now for this thing to be on the ocean? I don't know. Most of who know of it believe it to be a floating island, somewhere in the North Sea. But it is in fact the very opposite. Well, what the fuck is it? The Wandering Sea's headquarters were built before the AD era began, and they never move at all. It is instead the sea in which they are located that moves around, a world unto itself in many ways. Okay. That is almost certainly why its location still remains a secret, even in the 21st century. Land that moves around while placing mystic textures on itself. I see. That would make it its own independent singularity. Okay then. It would also explain how I was able to escape when I returned the Earth's surface into an endless white desert. Okay, makes sense. I guess. All this time, they've been turning their noses up at us. But the moment things go south, and they don't have any issue sending us a distress signal. Blah, blah. Some successors to the true mystics they turned out to be. They should try taking a page from our book. We're the ones who made it through Russia by the skin of our teeth, and with no outside help. Blah. We're the ones who are currently flailing about with no plan. At least you understand that the situation is still pretty dire, I guess.
Given the present circumstances, it looks like the people of the Wandering Sea have decided to bend their rules in order to offer us a lifeboat.
At any rate, Administrative Advisor Holmes, I have a question for you. I would like to be as certain as possible. What do you make of this? Can we trust their distress signal is genuine? I want to know what KADOC's doing right now. Is he still asleep? Is he still knocked out? Is he okay? I'm afraid I can't speak to that. What do you think, Da Vinci?
Could go either way from the look of it. This transmission isn't part of the clock tower standards, but its wavelength is pretty close to the waveforms the Atlas Institute uses. Since we don't have any data about the Wandering Sea ourselves, I can't really give you a definite answer. Still, I can verify there's definitely something to be found at these coordinates. Whatever their story is, there's a Magecraft workshop there. I'd really like to at least check it out. I know we managed to stretch things with the materials we got in Russia, but there are still limits to what the Shadow Border can do. What I really want to do is retune the whole frame from scratch, but I doubt we'll be finding much in the way of materials, considering the entire world seems to be an empty wasteland.
These coordinates from the Wandering Sea would put it as in the seas of West Norway. Oh, is it it's Norway? Okay. I guess that we're going to. We could go through the Scandinavian peninsula or turn north at Germany and cut across Denmark. I don't exactly know where we're... Okay, I don't know. Didn't expect Norway. We just left Moscow heading west, so it will take us a few days to reach them regardless of our route. Assuming that the border can convert the mana in the atmosphere into electricity, that just leaves the question of food. Can't we just, pop over there?
No zero sales. As technical advisor, I expressly forbid it. Even if we are going to run to another one of those storms walls along the way, we need to stick to the surface as much as possible.
But why? Did you just say there are more of those storm walls? Explain yourself, technical advisor. If there's another storm wall in our path, doesn't that mean running straight into another Lostbelt? Yeah.
We don't have any other choice, Gordolf. Not with the two big problems we're facing. First, there's the small matter of the Wandering Sea living up to its name. These coordinates they sent us are all over the place. Literally, in fact, they're in a constant state of flux. Nothing definite or precise. With coordinates like these, it would be very risky to try zero sailing there with the paper moon.
Makes sense. Okay.
So until and unless we go to the Wandering Sea directly and forge some kind of connection to it, a long-distance zero sail is out of the question. Second, and this is the real problem, we don't have the energy. Yes, Holmes also helpfully suggested converting mana into electricity as if it were a simple matter, but that can only get us so far.
The conversion rate is Conversion rate isn't
efficient enough, so we'd end up spending more power than we can produce, which would make a long zero sail trip fatal. After all, no more power means no more working life support systems. And I don't know about you guys, but I sure don't want to be out in this bleached white world all by myself.
Good point. Logic walls we have to put up in void space do use a lot of power. At our current energy levels, I don't think the border could last 2 hours there. And like Da Vinci said, we don't have the exact coordinates we need. So what? Are you saying we need to enter another Lostbelt if we're going to reach this possible hope for salvation? Where is this new Lostbelt anyway?
If we use a typical world map, then the entire Scandinavian peninsula is covered by one of these storm walls.
Okay.
Another half a day or so or driving, and you should all get to see the closest thing to the edge of the world for yourselves.
I take it that to mean this white, featureless ground will continue until we exit the Russian territory then. At any rate, we have two possible routes to the Wandering Sea's designated coordinates. Blah, blah. One that takes us across the Scandinavian peninsula, and one that brings us out to sea via Poland and Germany. Da Vinci, in your estimation, which of these gives us our best chance? Should we go by land or by sea?
I think making a sea voyage would be a lot to ask of the border. We could perhaps get through the Strait of Dover. But to be honest, I'd rather we keep our distance from the British Isles, since we have no idea about the state of the oceans just now.
So what I'm saying is, I think the overland route
is the best choice right now.
Good grief. No sooner are we done with one Lostbelt that we're off to a second. Your thoughts, Miss Sarah? Honestly, that's a scary thought. Indeed, I heartily concur, but I promise you will have our full support. To be afraid in a situation such as this is the mark of sanity. Let us leave it at that. So you're set on having us cross the Scandinavian peninsula then, aren't you, Da Vinci? Alright, we've come this far after leaving Moscow, so, at the border's current speed, we should reach the peninsula in about 2 days. Very well then, use that time to make sure we're fully prepared. Mind you, if we run into anything we can use to shore up our defenses along the way, take that opportunity to stop the border and ensure everything is in good working order. Da Vinci, you look after the little demi-servant girl. I can't have her falling down on the job. Holmes, come with me. We're going to the solitary confinement chamber. Oh, I assume that's where KADOC is.
Solitary confinement. Mr. Gordoff, does that mean?
Of course. I'm going there to interrogate KADOC. He should be waking up any time now. Oh, don't... Baby needs... Look, give him some food, some water. Like, come on, be nice to him. Don't fucking be rude to him, Gordoff. I swear to God. It's time for me to put on my brilliant questioning skills to use. When I'm through with him, he'll have told us what the cryptors are, what Woodheim is planning. Everything. Mark my words. Don't be rude to him, please. I'm coming too, because I'm not letting you be fucking rude to him. Don't you look at me like that. You need the right people for the right job. I admit I may not be the best fit for interrogation, but you, even... I'm gonna go there to just keep you in line, bruh. Because KADOC doesn't deserve to be being rude to. Whatever, you know? Don't you worry. KADOC may be something of a twisted little brat, but he's still a growing boy. Merely tempt him with food, and he'll be putty in my hands. Shut up. God, I can't stand you. Trust me, one whiff of my creamy carbonara will turn his complexion from sour milk to sunflowers in an instant. I highly doubt that. Worry not, Miss Sarah. I'll see to it that the interrogation doesn't devolve into violence. Thank you, Holmes. Thank you. That's what I was really worried about. In fact, I have my own questions I wish to ask him. I have a fairly good idea of the cryptor's goal now. I also believe I know the extent of KADOC's personal knowledge. However, there are still two important things I know little about. The Tree of Emptiness, and that Serious Light command spell of his. Yeah, what the hell is that? Granted, the latter is something that KADOC merely mentioned once. It may not be that important. Oh, great. What's going on? An emergency alert! What's this all about? I thought the weren't supposed to be any more sneaky. We're not out of the Russian woods yet. Something is approaching us at high speed. Uh-oh. It's closing in on our port side at over 90 kilometers per hour. Oh my god. Come on, Manuel. Floor it before it catches up to us. I can't. We're just about to go uphill. The border can't go any faster. Oh crap. I'm picking up a heat signature too. It's an RPG. Oh no. Kaya? Impact in 3, 2, 1. I felt that. Please tell me that wasn't a direct hit, Da Vinci. Damage report. Is the engine intact? Are we going to have to bail in the middle of this race? I'm sure the damage is negligible. Our armor still is perfectly intact. We shouldn't need to do more than wipe off the scorch mark. Where the fuck did that come from? The Shadowborder's armor is a composite of cutting-edge technology and magecraft theory. Normal weapons can't even scratch it. That's not what I'm seeing, Holmes. A blast took out one of our armored plates. Another hit like that, we'll be in deep shit. Huh? Really? Some great detective you are. And that means, I remember now. This is the same sort of explosion I felt way back 2 weeks ago. When I was just a hapless, albeit handsome man being shot at with an anti-material. Is it Kaya? What is she doing here with her? This can only mean that Kaya is back to finish the job. It really might be curtains this time. Bow! Spares the trip down memory lane, old man. Come on, Holmes, do something. Right. My apologies. I'm not used to eating crow. What? Evacuate all staff in the port side hallway to the engine room immediately. Miss Kirei, I will go and deal with this attack. On that note, Miss Kirei, I'd like you to put up a magical energy barrier in the internal hallway, so as to fend off a possible second round. I trust you're alright with that, Sarah. I'm coming with... Oh no, you don't! You stay right here! We can't have everyone running off and leaving the command... God, I'm sick. God, I'm so sick of you. I wish Kaya would come kill you. Sometimes. The hostile entity should reach the border in 50 meters. Putting a visual on now. What's going on here? They must think they're hot stuff. Their vehicle must have an impressive suspension. They're heading straight at us, though. I didn't think Russia had any race cars like that around. Alright, where are you, you little leftover Nikki? Let's see what you look like. What the actual hell?
That's not a vehicle. It's a person. Someone is approaching on foot. Wait, the silhouette.
Who the fuck is it? Oh, motherfucker. Motherfucker. Clergy vestments, Clergy vestments and a Lostbelt servant reading. It's that priest. One who calls him Metropolitan Marquis. What the fuck, Kirei? Or not Kirei. Is this him? I woke up when I thought I heard a voice calling me. It was a cold, or is this KADOC? It was cold, brittle kind of voice. Where am I? This has to be KADOC, I think. Because this means I'm still alive. Yep. Hey, baby. Are you okay? There's a dull ache in the back of my head where I got pistol whipped. I sure wasn't playing around. Goddamn cowboy. Shouldn't outlaws be cool and laid back and all that? It's shaking. Behind a vehicle? This must be the shadow border. I try to assess the circumstances as best I can in this dimly lit place. Looks like they took me prisoner. They'd bound my hands. Now I can move around freely. They're anti-magecraft cuffs they must have used on me are lying in pieces on the floor. Did I break them unconsciously while I was out? No, I couldn't have. I know I'm not capable of that. Why are the cuffs so damn cold? Did something freeze? Anastasia doing something? Did something freeze them enough to turn them brittle? Anastasia powers? What? Maybe it's her farewell gift to me. That the thought even entered my mind makes me sick. Aw, that'd be kind of sweet if it was. I don't know how, but... I don't have time to get all sentimental. How that I failed. I don't have the right. Shut up, KADOC, you're fine. God, someone needs to give him a hug. Of course, that doesn't mean I'm going to waste this opportunity. If I'm gonna make a getaway... Someone attacking the shadow border from the outside, but the only ones who would do that are the cryptors. Does that mean someone's here to rescue me? No, there's no chance of that. They're here to shut me up. There's no other reason anyone would waste their time on a loser like me. Alright, I can't just sit around and wait for them to kill me. First off, gotta find a way out of here. After that, who knows? You can join me, KADOC, and we could be a master. It'd be great. It'd be fun. Escaping's all I can hope for now. Once that's done, I'll just have to see where the wind takes me. I don't want him to escape, though. I want him to be, like, stay with us and, like, I don't know, help, I guess. I don't know. Damn it! Because another one! What's the situation? Mash raised her shield just in time. Someone barely did anything. Way to go, Mash!
Oh,
The hostile servant is still in pursuit on the border's port side. Wait, is he about to fire again? How many rounds did he even bring with him? And why is he doing this? I just noticed the internet services marking on that thing. It must be one of Kaya's weapons. Not surprised. No wonder it's able to damage the magecraft armor. That said, looks like that priest, is all sermon and no rod, like pearls before swine. So too gold before muzzuk, I suppose. The only one who could probably handle a modern magecraft weapon like that is Kaya herself. Wait, what? The hatch is open. Why is the hatch? Oh, did KADOC escape? Guard off, quick! Check the internal sail. Oh, did he actually escape? I think someone opened the border's hatch and got outside. There's someone on the starboard. Is it KADOC? No, don't go! What? That can't be right! You expect me to believe someone is hanging off the side like this is some kind of action move? Damn it! Wait, that's KADOC! Just how many adventure crazy nuts are there around here?
I thought there was something on us. The signal's headed toward the deck now.
So he's trying to take advantage of the confusion to escape, eh? Come on, Sarah. Let's get him before he can, please. We're taking that hatch and going up there, too. Do not let KADOC get away. I have a mountain of questions I still need to ask him.
Right.
I don't want him to go either, because, bruh, you're my bro now. You're bro. I want him to be my bro. You probably don't want to be my bro, but I want to be his bro. You, huh? Figures you'd show up. You're looking a little less dazed now. Glad to see you're back to your usual happy-go-lucky nonsense. Looks like you're back up and at him too. Yeah, because we've both been pushing ourselves to the limit. Takes its toll, though. Doesn't it? I always felt the pressure before. It's even worse now that it's gone. Hell, I might as well have had a bag of feathers on my shoulders earlier, compared to now. We both knew what we wanted to do. We didn't really get it. Enough chit-chat already, Zempless, or whatever the fuck. Get back inside the border now, and I'll make sure you're treated fairly under international law. Trust me, you don't want to be stupid and go jumping off a moving vehicle like this. I can tell you from experience that you'll regret it. You'll end up dead and we'll have lost you. Please don't. Jesus, please don't die. Oh my god. Show me that you're willing to help us, and I'd be willing to put in a good word for you with the association. You don't have to threaten me. I thought there might be a lifeboat or something out here, but there's nothing. Getting out of here was a huge pain in the ass. Looks like it was all for nothing. Once, I might have jumped off just to spite you. But now I've got a promise to keep. Can't go throwing my life away. Hey, that's good on you. Good on you, KADOC. Good on you. Want to interrogate me, right? Fine. I'll tell you everything you want to know. Hey, yeah, that's my boy. Good boy. It's a small price to pay for survival. At this point, he better not die. At this point, I don't care what it takes to stay alive. I swear to God. I swear to fucking God. If he dies... God damn it. Please, don't do this. Excellent. This makes my little church trip out here well worth it. He's gonna die. No. No, 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 please, God, no! Turn around, you idiot! KADOC, he's about to fucking die, but no. God fucking damn it. Putin, you son of a... God fuck you. Why? If it isn't Gordov Muzik, how nice to... It's KADOC dead, please. God, come on, man! Okay, how nice to see you again. You too, Master of Chaldea. Allow me to offer my congratulations on successfully taking down Russia. Fuck, man. Okay. Okay, is he still alive? Let go of him right now! I'm afraid I can't do that. I have my own concerns. You understand, of course. My job was to oversee KADOC's role as a Krypter. That role has come to an end. Please, let him live, man! Come on! No! I don't want him to die! So I thought I would give him as merciful a send-off as possible. I don't want him to die. As if Da Vinci wasn't enough, now he's gone and stuffed KADOC in the back too! God damn it. I don't want KADOC to be dead! That sucks ass! Fuck you, Kirei, or not Kirei. As a gentleman, I'm honor-bound to stop him, but my golf punch will never work on him! Damn it. Where's Holmes when you need him? I thought he was supposed to be 2 steps ahead! Not to worry, Director Gordoff. Eliminating all of you isn't my job description. Russia is currently my sole jurisdiction, you see. As such, I needed to handle this before you left the area entirely. KADOC, you should have stayed in the goddamn cell. I hope you can forgive the necessity of my resorting to such drastic measures, unbefitting of my age though they are. I'm afraid I lack Kai's ability to move between Lostbelts. I'm limited to getting around the same way you do. As a middle manager of sorts, I'm not able to go to the next Lostbelt without the foreign god's permission. Foreign god? Intriguing. Would you be so good as to tell us more, Metropolitan Marquis?
I'm sorry I'm late, Master. Huh? KADOC!
Now then, I best be on my way. I hope you won't mind my saving the answer to your question for our next meeting, Sherlock. Oh, but before I go, I'd like to at least put a stop to this false name you've been using for me. My true name is Rasputin. Grigory Rasputin. Okay, see you. Okay. That said, I confess that this spear origin doesn't belong to me. I'm simply borrowing it from a dead man. I deduced that all long ago, my dear priest. My concerns are more fundamental in nature. Where did you acquire that dead man? In proper human history, Kotomene Kirei's body was cremated. Yeah, where the fuck did you get that from? So how did you come to take possession of a dead man without a body? Oh, I'm sure you figured that out sooner or later, Sherlock. That is, after all, what you do. He once called the incineration of humanity a mythological murder case. In which case, go ahead and label this attack the same way. Ask yourself who committed this crime, and how. Once you have arrived at that answer, we will meet again. When that day comes, I look forward to you accusing the culprit in person. Blah, blah, blah. The person. Interesting, okay.
Father Rasputin has made off with KADOC.
Okay, so is he still alive? I don't know.
What should we do, Senpai? Maybe we turn the border around now.
Don't bother. We'll never catch up, and we can't risk going back to Russia. Damn it. I hope KADOC's gonna be okay. I'm really worried for him. Shit, man. Because he clearly stabbed him, but he's just like, I don't know. We'll just have to give up on interrogating KADOC. This was my fault. I should have considered that someone may pursue us. Fuck, man. Okay, he's still alive, thank God. Damn it. I can't believe I got knocked out again. Sneaking up on people and stabbing them is your kind of thing, huh? I think my heart actually stopped for a while back there. Oh, okay, so... Huh, alright. Indeed, it did. Okay, so he did die, but he's alive again? I guess that's that serious light thing. If it hadn't, do you really think Holmes would have let us escape so easily? No. If he had realized you were still alive, they would have come back to retrieve you. I couldn't let that happen. Not after Kishitara asked me to bring you back to Olympus. Aw, damn it, man. Is that so? Well, it doesn't matter either way. You wasted your time, Rasputin. Why? Oh? Ugh. Well, if Chaldea kills me, or Woodheim does it, I'll be just as dead. I hope he doesn't. I want you to be alive. I like you. Now that I've failed, I don't belong with either of them. I'm just going to be an example to the other cryptors. What? What is it? If you got something to say, then spit it out, father. Apologies. I was just thinking how much easier my job would be if Kishitara was that sort of person. At any rate, it's clear what's going to happen to you. I don't want him to die. You may have lost your right to run a Lostbelt, but you still have your serious light. The command spell belongs to our god. As long as you possess it, your life does not belong to you alone. You no longer have the option of throwing your life away, KADOC. Your fate is to have every last bit of your soul squeezed out of you till the day you die. Oh, that's not fun. That's not fun at all. Don't sound fun to me. Yikes. Okay, let's continue this prologue. Oh, lordy. My god. Well, KADOC's still alive for the time being. It's been 2 days since Rasputin, the pseudo-servant, attacked. The Chaldeans are currently on their way to the Lostbelt in Scandinavia. Yay. Everything is so white. I don't know who's talking. The world's blank slate has never seemed so appropriate. It's like the entire surface has been reset. Nothing but pure white wherever you look. Everything is gone. Nature, civilization, even the flora and whatever the fuck? The flora and fauna have completely disappeared. No, not disappeared. It's more like they've been all pruned away. All there is to see in every direction is a pure white plain, though there were a few topographical exceptions along the way. They look like the remains of some buildings, but they appear to have been warped by extreme heat or destroyed in some kind of shockwave. Whatever the cause, upon closer inspection, one could see that these had once been man-made structures of some kind. This led Sarah and her allies stepping out of the shadow border to investigate further. The atmospheric composition was normal, the air was breathable, and the gravity was the same as before. There was no need for a hazard suit or spacesuit or anything of the sort. Good thing you didn't have to get all dressed up like an astronaut, huh? Said Leonardo da Vinci with a Sherberic smile.
Look, Senpai, you can see them up ahead. Buildings.
Okay. Oh, wow, there are buildings. Huh. Interesting.
It looks like even the buildings have been bleached. That explains why we couldn't see them at a distance.
Alright.
Those are buildings, right? If there are any survivors here, we should bring them back to the border as soon as
I highly doubt there are. She trailed off all of a sudden, probably because what she saw was beyond anything she could have imagined. No one can blame her. Anyone else would have been agape at the bizarre sight before them. What are we looking at besides the buildings? The color had been drained out of everything. Some parts of the building even looked as though they had been rubbed away with an eraser. The whole thing looked like some bizarre post-mortem art exhibit. It was made all the more baffling by being in the middle of a bleached desert. There were no signs of life anywhere, not even the remains of what had once been alive. It all looked so sterile, especially for ruins. It was the sort of thing you'd only see in dreams. Everyone back on the border seeing it on their monitors must have thought they were looking at footage from an alien planet.
Let's go in. There might still be something inside.
Alright, we gonna find anything in here? Earth had changed. It had been completely bleached. The planet now totally devoid of life, with the exception of the Lostbelts. But even when it had been reset to a blank slate, there were still some places, some buildings, some life forms that had survived. KADOC decided to call these remnants. Today was the first contact they had with these sorts of remnants, these buildings that had been left behind on this newly blank Earth. Despite the new director's pessimistic outlook, the other staff couldn't ignore the possibility, however slight, that there might still be other survivors. But even though they never did find any other people, their investigation wasn't for nothing. Because they did find signs of life, signs that someone had survived all of this, and had been there before them. Interesting. Here, near the Scandinavian Lostbelt, in what used to be Helsinki, the capital of Finland. Were signs in these buildings that someone, somewhere, was still alive. That's interesting. Signs that someone had been living here for days, weeks, maybe even months. Empty bottles, piles of canned food, the remains of a communication device that someone had clearly spent a great deal of effort trying. That's very interesting because I kind of know things like, is that what I, but I'm not going to say anything for people who don't know. Oh. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. There was even something that looked like a doll lying on the floor, a sign that a young child had been among the survivors. And above all, I found something that had clearly been left behind with intent. What?
According to this journal, it looks like somebody was here as recently as 2 days ago. The last entry is dated the day before yesterday. It looks like there were 6 survivors at first, but over time, their numbers gradually dwindled until
they all died?
In the end, whoever wrote this journal must have been the last one to disappear. Where could they have all gone?
Unfortunately, though, whoever wrote that journal had excellent penmanship. It was a language that Sarah could not read. Okay. Could have been Finnish, maybe Swedish. Either way, it may as well have been Greek to Sarah. Maybe it's not who I'm thinking of, okay.
Why did this happen to our planet? Why do these invaders from another world hate humanity so much?
If nothing else, those final questions written on the last pages were clear. Why? 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 That is all these people could ask, even as they were wiped away, almost as though they were being punished for seeking meaning in their crisis.
It's time, Master. Let's head back to the border. We're almost to Sweden now. You should rest up for the coming battles.
Sounds like a plan. As they left the remnants behind, one thought haunted each and every one of them. Nowhere was there so much as a trace of blood, a hint of violence. Soon, the Shadow Border will enter the second Lostbelt. Will it be a hellish wasteland inhospitable to life? Or perhaps... Hello. That was very interesting. So that's what those storm walls look like from the outside.
Yup. Finally about to take the plunge into the Scandinavian Lostbelt. And not because we have no other choice like with Russia. This time we choose to do it ourselves. As you all saw, there's a tree of emptiness here as well. Though at this distance, it looks more like a faint pillar of light than a tree.
Sure. Yes, quite so. We may not know what it's like on the inside, but we do know exactly what we need to do. This is a Lostbelt, a place carved out of a history different from our own. There's no telling what horrors may await us there. And once we cut down that tree of emptiness thingamabob, the Lostbelt will return to its original state, and the storm wall will disappear.
Yup. But I think we should put this particular tree of emptiness investigation off until later. Our priority is to slip through the Scandinavian and get to the Wandering Sea. Depending on what it's like in there, we might be able to just ignore the Lostbelt.
I highly doubt it.
If we're going to invade this place, we should do so after we've improved our offensive options. At the Wandering Sea. Blah, blah. It won't do for Sarah and Mage to be the only two ever risking their necks out on the front lines.
I just hope that transmission really was from the Wandering Sea. So, what's now? I thought those storm walls were impenetrable. That, we can penetrate using the shadow border's primary function. That storm is approximately 2 kilometers wide, so we can cross it via zero sail. Huh? You mean we're going to dive back into void space? Come on now! Surely I'm not the only one who was wildly uncomfortable seeing his soul leave his body, was I? I mean, is it just me? Or is looking down at your own body in third person a truly unsettling experience? You're just gonna have to deal with it, Gordoff. You're kidding me. You mean you're completely fine with it? Doesn't it bother you having a bird's eye view of your own life? Kind of, actually, but I'm gonna fuck you. You know, I hate you, so. Oh, 4. Of course it makes us all feel sick. You're the commander now, yeah? So friggin' suck it up, would you? Yeah, someone talk back to him. Jesus. Honestly, I've gotten used to it. Even a short hop through void space is nothing compared to a ray shift. Not that I've ever ray shifted myself, of course. Don't you start talking back to me, Manuel. Ray shift Smith. Whatever. I can't say it. Clearly, the Zeal Sail program that began under my new administration is far more impressive achievement. Holmes, Da Vinci, prepare the shadow border for takeoff. Indeed, Gordoff. I, for one, am truly inspired after your little speech. I am not. Well done on your part, Mr. Manuel. There will be one less thing to worry about during our dive.
Okay, places everyone. Time to strap in for today's out-of-body experience. The good news is, we're not going to dive as deeply as we did last time. We're just going to skim under the surface, so to speak, so that we stick to reality space-time and distance as closely as possible. We have to do it like that, since we don't have anything tying us to Scandinavia, where there's a split-second dive in a two-dimensional plane. Think of it like going scuba diving without an oxygen tank. We just need to hold our breath for a little while when we make our way through the wall.
Or we die.
All set, Sarah? You do know we'll be setting foot in another brand new world soon, right?
Let's go where no man has gone before. Again!
Got it. Okay then, let's go see what's on the other side of this wall. Expanding void reality observation device, Paper Moon.
Destination southern Sweden, near... I can't even say that, so I'm not going to attempt to. Expanding logical formula on Shadow Border's external armor. Removing existence verification for reality space. Future prediction. Hypothetical proved mirror world plane in 20 seconds. Relaxing space-time friction decompression for 0.4 seconds. All this is such mumbo jumbo, but alright. All systems are green. Void space may be a calm sea. And as always, don't forget to watch out for big waves. Shadow Border, untether from reality. Void space, dive, zero sail, unfurl. Oh boy. Whee! Whee! Out of body experiences! Yay! Look, it's my body! Alright then, that happened. So, that was definitely the prologue. Alright, oh, okay, so section 1. Alright, so, I want to see something here. Oh, okay, so it just does that, okay. Because I was like, looking at the background here. Well, I guess it's kind of the same, it just has a little thing there. But, so far, that was interesting to start us off with because, there were survivors, but then they died, question mark. I'm not entirely sure what happened to them because the game was like, but, Also, I gotta say, all these changes they've made to the shit is so good. Like, all the tiny... Mash is gonna do something with Fo there, that's kind of funny. But, all the changes they've made are actually really good. Like, we've gotten these, like, so ahead of when we should have gotten them. The only thing that sucks is, you know, of course, we will never get that 11/7 spin until the next anniversary, which, I mean, makes sense, because they put a lot of stuff, I think, from that anniversary in this stuff, in these updates, so it's like, I don't know. It's interesting the way they're planning to do that kind of thing. I need to check something.
Yeah?
Okay. But it's interesting how they decided to do that. Also this. Yeah, I probably need... Oh, yeah, I probably need to do some... Wait, isn't there a thing for event Z's in Second Archive? Hell... Filter... Oh, wow, okay, here's this. This is new. Wow, okay, cool. Okay, well I can't move them anyway, I don't think. Because I think this is full. I guess. I don't know. I don't really get that one update, but I also wanted to check. There was something else I wanted to check. When it came to the updates, shit, I can't remember. What was it? No, not that. Oh, what was the one thing I wanted to check? Fuck. Oh yeah, I wanted to check the text. Okay, here we go. Automatic text speed, okay. Let's recommend it. Oh, okay. I'll turn that one down a little bit. Okay. Because I don't really understand this quite that much, but either way, it's what they gave us, so turn that on. Okay, well, I just wanted to do all of that because I was just curious about it, but next time, we are going to actually start, I guess, more of the Lostbelt. I guess, sure, there's no AP for it though, and there's no battles, what the heck. Yeah, I guess next time we'll do another story chapter. I guess that's what that means, which kind of sucks, but, oh well, that's fine. That's fine, we got through the prologue, so now we start, like, everything else, so yeah, it's gonna be fun, it's gonna be great. I'm very curious to see how that's gonna go, so I hope you guys enjoyed this part, and like I said before, there's Patreon down in the description to support me, blah blah blah. So I'll see you guys next video, let's play whatever I do next is, okay? Bye!